What's good, Jetsetters? Let's talk about this Lil Baby situation. Now, in Vancouver, Canada, at the Breakout Festival, Lil Baby canceled his show at the last minute, about 30 minutes before the show. He said he was feeling ill, and a couple other major headliners they ended up canceling out of the show as well. I'm talking about Lil Uzi Vert and Polo G. Mayhem ensued, and the crowd started going crazy. They started throwing stuff and just destroying everything, right? And I just wanted to give some quick thoughts on this. Listen, we all love music. I'm a supporter of music. I love these artists as well. I love some of their music as well, but I'm not about to tear up stuff and hurt people just because they ain't perform. I mean, where's the maturity in that? I know this is young people. However, we as fans or music supporters, we shouldn't act this way just because we don't get what we want. And another thing I wanted to break down here is this. I wanted to break down the music business and how this all really works, and why an artist like Lil Baby will say something like he felt overworked, he wasn't taking any breaks. See, it goes like this. You got to understand how these deals work. See, a lot of artists, they end up getting bad deals. Now, I don't know Lil Baby's situation. I don't know what kind of deal he has. However, I'm sure just coming into the game, he didn't get no good deal. Not no great deal. So the record label more than likely makes the vast majority of the money from his music. So that means he has to tour a lot to make a lot of money. See, these artists y'all see making all this money, driving these cars and this jewelry and doing all this cool stuff, you got to understand a lot of that's not really coming from the music. No matter how many streams they do, all that stuff, most of that money, the masters, is going to the record label. Even the pub is going to the pub company the majority of the time. These artists do not own the lion's share of their music. So the way they making money is by doing these tours and going on the road. So they're going to be overworked. See, I don't blame Lil Baby or none of these artists from Xing out these shows, because nowadays a lot of these artists are overworked. A lot of these major label artists are overworked. That's why I say y'all should just stay independent and get it on your own and make your own rules. Because a major label is going to take the lion's share of the bread, and they're going to have you on the road working like a workhorse. I mean, seriously. Lil Baby out there ain't taking no breaks. Probably ain't getting no kind of nutrition or nothing because he got to make the bread. Now, Lil Baby has done great for himself financially, and I don't know his situation. However, I do believe the reason why he was able to do so well financially is because he woke up and said, okay, I go on the road, I do these shows, whatever I get on net, meaning whatever I get after I pay everybody else, I'm going to start investing some of that money. And I think that's what Lil Baby did. And that's what he's continuing to do. He's building a legacy not only for himself, but for future generations and his family. So that's probably his motivation. I get that. However, I do think it's unfair that a lot of these artists are getting into these whack contracts where they can't chill a little bit. They gotta be on the road. They gotta be in all these different countries, eating all this different food, messing up their body. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal. It's not good for them. They gotta be a workhorse. They gotta really be out there doing show after show, appearance after appearance, just to make a living, because the record label taking all the bread and they ain't recouped yet and all this crazy stuff. Listen, don't judge these artists when they cancel shows. These artists really do be having health problems, and it gets stressful for them doing all these shows just to make ends meet. I mean, I remember Russ did the same thing. He canceled a show recently because of a health issue. Russ is an independent artist, so he's getting money, through his music residually and things like that. Even he still got to go on the road and make an extra bag or two, and that gets to him as well. So I totally get it. Now, Lil Baby said this regarding the issue. He had this to say. Shout out to the rollingstone.com. This is the article I'm reading right here. He's saying this. He posted this to his Instagram stories. He said, I would like to start off by saying I truly apologize, Vancouver, Canada, the Breakout Festival, and to everyone who was in attendance. I have been going so hard these past few months without any breaks that it finally caught up with me and my body completely shut down. I owe you guys big time and will for sure make it up for you soon. Man, shout out to Lil Baby for keeping it honest and true. See, a lot of artists, they would have been like, oh no, this happened, such and such ain't have my money and boop, boop, boop. No, he kept it true. Like, yo, I've been going so hard, I just needed a break. Like, I just needed a break. I needed to sit down, drink me some water, some Gatorade, take me a nap. And shame on them fans out there for doing that over in Vancouver, man. I mean, no offense to the city of Vancouver, but y'all fans that was doing that, damaging stuff, could have hurt people just because y'all didn't get y'all way. Come on, man. That reminds me of like college kids when they college football, college basketball team lose in a tournament or something. They burning couches and all that crazy stuff. Stop all that. We are adults here, right? We are adults. Everybody, just listen, just because these guys are celebrities and they have big records and all this stuff, they're human too. Don't treat them like they're some robot that has to perform for you at the push of a button. No, it don't go like that, man. Seriously, it don't go like that. See, this is why I say, stay independent until you build your leverage up. See, when you build your leverage up, if you do want to get a deal later on in the future, then you can customize your deal and get the lion's share from your music. See, as long as you don't have the lion's share of the money from your music, you're going to have to do every show, every country. I mean, you're going to just be on the road non-stop. I mean, seriously, to the point where your body will be breaking down. And then a lot of that money you earn on the road is going to have to be paid back to managers, this person, that person, taxes. So even if you getting 50, 100 a show, you not netting that. You not taking that home. And you're being forced to live in these big cities where the rent is outrageous. I mean, you just got to break things down piece by piece. When it comes to looking at the music industry, don't look at everything on gross. See, when you see an artist with that big chain and that big watch, that nice car, look at that. That's called being on gross. That's the money they getting up front. But that's not the money they putting in their pocket. You got to understand what an advance is. It's basically like a bank. Basically, the record company give them all this money, but they got to pay it back through their music. And the record company make it very difficult for these artists to own their masters and get out of that situation, or get out of debt, I should say. So again, stay independent until you build enough leverage. You can still stay indie, but if you want to go major at that point, it makes sense. Put out quality music. Quality distribution. You can get quality distribution right now on DistroKid for like $20 a year. That's it, $20 a year. You got distribution, all kinds of different countries, all the different apps and social media platforms. Your music gonna be on all those platforms for $20 a year. And you got YouTube and all these other social media platforms you can make content on. They paying you for the content too. So you gonna get a check from the content before the music in most cases. See, that's the thing about the internet. That's the thing I love about the internet right now. See, back in the day, a musician only had one way to make bread, and that was signing to a label and getting on that way. But now you can make content. Think about it like this. You're an artist. You're supposed to have personality anyway. So get on camera. Or make a video like this. Do an audio, a podcast. Put it on YouTube. They going to pay you way more consistently than the music business. So you can get that money first and then reinvest that money into your music. See, this is how you win independently. You do it that way. Don't go try to run towards a label and try to beg people to get signed. Because even if they like you, even if they like your music and they say, okay, we're going to sign you, it's going to be a terrible 360 deal. I mean, yeah, you could be like, yeah, I'm signed, but you got a terrible deal. So again, stay indie until you really boss up, right? And I got some tools right now to help you boss up as an independent artist. I'm on Fiverr.com, and I'm writing hooks, verses, and full songs. Hit your boy up. The link will be down below in the description and in my bio for all the other social media platforms. And if you want to get your content right, I got the link to a service that has helped me out tremendously. I'm currently on my way to 14,000 subscribers, and I'm climbing every day. The service is called vidIQ, man. Y'all need to get vidIQ seriously. It will grow your content tremendously. The link will be down below in the description and in my bio. Now, that's all I really wanted to leave y'all with today, alright? Peace.